from the darkness, rich in vibrancy, land of color and light, birth to be free. Africa, named in honor, wisdom handed over from generations past, libations to salutations, benediction to the past. The place rich in vibrancy, land of color and light, birth to be free. Africa, named in honor, wisdom handed over from generations past, libations to salutations, benediction to the past.
Wow, we are here. It is Sunday, the 12th of July, 2020. Thank you for joining us. Poets and Monologues with Gida Live have come together to bring you ICU UC Me. Are you ready? Let's get right to it. Don't get it twisted. It is as it is, and we're going to get through it. Do your best for it, and you're going to get a perspective of everything. If not, got so much for you today. We have exclusives. I'm talking about not just a little exclusive, it goes a little bit like this. Get the mood? Get the mood. We've got some authors, some poets. Of course, we have the poets because they come before. We're talking about those who lead the march, who get you all galvanized and ready just to do what you're going to be doing when you should be doing it. Maybe not, but at the right time. So, to begin with, well, there's not much to say, but we're going to speak to this gentleman again and again and again. My people, please enjoy the very lovely, the poet, Terrell.
The black woman. Now your confidence is beautiful. Now this may leave others intimidated. Not me, you see, I'm physically attracted and mentally stimulated. You see, everything about you so pure, it can never be imitated. So my choice of words about you, they've been carefully illustrated. My Nubian queens, it was you who planted the first seed, hence that name, Mother Earth. And I know the Bible mentions Adam and Eve, but I truly believe that you were here first. The black woman. Yeah, I got your back, woman. This ain't my opinion. As a matter of fact, woman, every woman in the world wants to be like the black woman. And if you ask me why, I'd say, it's because you're so powerful and intelligent. A gift to man, you're a heaven sent. The most underrated trendsetter, your style is so evident. Skin is so elegant, you possess all elements. Everything on this earth is a testament of your excellence. Now I'm your biggest fan. You live, I'll die for you. If you're sad, I'll cry for you. You brought man this far, so let us walk the remaining miles for you. There's nothing more I can ask of you. Every question I got an answer to. You see, the reason I call you my other half is because I've always been a part of you. Now I love your melanin. I love your dark skin and how it illuminates everything. You can do anything. And because of you, black men can come first in a game we could never win. You all need to be respected. But because of how the media portrays you, you're now socially rejected, and I'm affected. And it's my duty as a king to make sure my queen's protected. So I wrote these words hoping to change the world's perspective. You're also amazing and legendary. Good vibes and good energy. Never change who you are. I need you to embrace your identity. Black queens, you were meant to be. Just look at your history. So this moment right now is a testament of your victory. My black women, clap for your legacy. Terrell Lewis, the black woman. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Now, people, you know what to do. If you've got something to shout about, please put some words in the opportunity, in the spaces that's provided. Take the opportunity to do so. You can give us some hand claps and shouts and some hearts and so forth. Let us know that you care. Now, the black woman, the beginning, the start, and that's all that we are of. Let's not forget that, Mother Earth. and how Mother Earth has been speaking to us so loudly over recent weeks, recent months. I smile as I think of the black woman. I smile as I think of woman, who we are, what we embody, what we can do, what we do, and more importantly, that's all of you. Now, as I focus myself upon you, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you to all of those who are joining us today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be a part of ICUC Me. My name is Shida. I'm a part of Poets and Monologues. And together with Gida Live, we have come to give you, to present to you I See You See Me. Here streaming live on Facebook. There's so much more. And right now, we're going to bring to you a lovely lady by the name of Zawadi. Not only did she write an autobiography over the past few months, she also wrote it in poetry. Zawadi.
Hi, good evening, everyone. In the midst of darkness, there is new growth. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. In the midst of darkness, there is new growth. Within a tiny seed, there is life and intelligence. Can you hear the whispers so faint and yet the sound is quite loud? If only we would listen. I heard it in the voice of my children, weeping at the seams of their hearts, tearing me apart. I heard it in my body, aches, it hurts, too much discomfort. I heard the waves of the sea violently crashing in on me. 9 years, but I couldn't see clearly. Mental disparity, emotional irregularity. Then an unknown virus appears, and now the whole world is all ears, filled with intense anxieties and fears. I take a moment and realize nothing much has changed for me, a reflection of my life consistently. So in the silence of global isolation, while the world is on pause, I listen, I breathe, I take rest, connect and redirect my attention and start to release some of this tension. Every day I rise, I give thanks for my life, as it's a miracle that sorry, as it's a miracle that I'm still here, mind and body riddled with anxiety and fear for years, knowing all along there was something not quite right with me. Diagnosed now with complex PTSD, constantly learning how to set myself free. I said I wasn't a poet, but all along I was, and I just didn't know it. I said I couldn't run. Now I rise up early, jog in the park. Oh, it's so much fun. I said I had no time, that it was difficult to write. Now I do so with much delight, deeply feeling trauma releasing within my blood cells, their cleansing, awakening, enlivening, energizing. Rising in the midst of darkness, body clock not failing, adrenaline rushing, creative writing flowing. I wrote 29 poems in just 9 days. Hold on, let me paraphrase. Book 1, now completed, deep-seated memories revisited, emancipated. Now, each new day that I rise, I practice to breathe like a baby who's just arrived because it makes me feel renewed and revived. And on the days that I do not run, I put my body into some yoga moves, as this sets my mind, my body and spirit in a positive groove. Sound therapy, aromatherapy, meditation, mindfulness, and creativity too. I'll do whatever I have to do. At any rate, the rewards are immensely great. So even on a challenging day, there's no giving in or giving up. Taking one day at a time, giving it my best shot, because it's only me that I got. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Zawadi. Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Zawadi. There we go. Thank you. Zawadi, tell me, in concerns to obviously writing the whole book now complete, have you a publisher?
I don't have a publisher, no. Right now, the book is just waiting for me to market. So I'm looking into different ways how to do that. Yeah,
I'm sure
I'm going to
that,
self-publish, I think. Yeah.
and there are publishing houses out there and people out there that I'm sure will be contacting you very interesting consensus work that you've done. I know that it's been a change. It seems like quite a whirlwind with from the lifestyle that you led previously to just the impact that you've created for yourself, which we hear in your story. Are you still continuing to do your running? Another
Yeah,
one?
yeah, 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, definitely. I look forward to it. I jump up in the morning ready. I run and I'm smiling and I've got my headphones on, my music. Yeah, it just feels good. Rise with the morning sun. Beautiful and it's powerful.
Zawadi, please tell us the name of your book, please. Please tell us the
How
name.
it all begun.
How It All Begun by Sawadi C. So I'm encouraging everyone to look out for this, and more certainly we'll be giving you further information over the next few weeks in concern to what will be happening and when it will be happening, so that you can find out that information about the concern to Sawadi C's book. And we
Thank you
thank
so
you very
much.
much for being a part and for most definitely coming forward as one of our new poets. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Great big hands up for Zawadi. Yeah. Well, we're going to go through now, and it was Father's Day recently, and with that said, I believe that every day is Father's Day. The point that I want to make also is that it's also been a time when there have been films and movies and things said about who certain people are and how these certain people are. And okay, I can talk about myself being black. I see you see me is that perspective. It's not a case of it being anything different. It's just the fact of I see you, you see me. Father's Day. When I looked at some of the pictures of those men and women coming off of the boat, I'm talking about the boats such as the Windrush. I'm talking about the boats that came through before and obviously after that time. And the one thing that I want to impact upon everybody and to say is just how dapper those men look. They weren't dressed no anyhow. They were looking kind of fine in their way. And that's something that I'm really proud of when I think of fathers and what they instill upon us and what they bring to us as children. We're going to go into section now and we're going to hail our fathers, fathers, and our fathers, fathers, fathers. To start us off with this, we're going to go straight through to a little clip.
Good evening.
Alrighty, and now we are back. Ingrid,
Yes, my darling.
Ingrid, thank you so very much. Ingrid, an educator, a Caribbean songstress, and so much more. Now, in concern to a Caribbean songstress, let me say I've heard some of your lyrical works, and they are gorgeous. There's also so much more that you do. Let's go back and tell us where this the poem came from. One of your first books. It's called
Make it shine. Yes. Well,
and
yes, sorry.
I was going to ask. You've also brought that book into the educational system. You also go into schools and so forth to share your works. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
I'd love to. I've been a teacher for a few decades, well, and in fact, some of the inspiration for writing this book actually came from working with particular students as I often mentor them. The poem that you've just heard, I often would bring it to young people to help them to appreciate the foundation of knowledge and, in fact, helping them to understand the whole journey of Black people, for example, coming over, making the travel, the journey, following on in the back of those who came during the Windrush time. And I think it helped them to understand the sacrifice that was made, and the fact that we're always building on somebody else's foundation, and that hopefully they would learn to choose the right things to build for themselves as well, so that even their own children could inherit.
Of course. And it's that inheritance.
Yes.
It's so special, more importantly, that's valuable. It's like
Yeah.
a legacy. You know, that's
Absolutely.
what our libraries are for. That's what the story is about.
Yes.
Creating
Definitely
and
it is
keeping
that.
and not forgetting that our story,
Mm-hmm.
so many of us, have something to say. And
Yes.
just the opportunity to listen makes all that difference. And I want to thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to go on to Ingrid. Let me say thank you very, very much.
You're
And
very
thank you for
welcome.
being with us on our ICUC, our first show today on the 12th of July, 2020. So big help. I know if people want to get in contact with you, they most certainly can through
Yes.
the information that you put through. I need to take a glass of water in a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to go and hopefully we'll be hearing a piece from a young lady, and this is Reality. And Reality's got a piece. We've got Lantern Carrier with us. I see you there, Gleaner head going up and down. I'm saying exactly as we're here together. So we're going to go straight on to animation, which is, it's called BBM, which is Bitter Baby Mothers. Can we go through that this time? Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome to Real News. There's a deadly virus that's hit the streets, threatening to wipe out all of mankind. BBM attacks fathers' emotional systems until there is nothing left.
This piece, which is called BBM, is a different side of the relationships that's had between mothers and their fathers. With that said, sometimes we can consider that it's all about the father. But it is about the father. It's a relationship between the father and their children. It's also very much important that we have that relationship with the father and the mother are not necessarily involved in the children. And that's what this piece focuses on.
Good evening and welcome to Real News. There's a deadly virus that's hit the streets, threatening to wipe out all of mankind. BBM attacks fathers' emotional systems until there is nothing left. BBM is also...
When I'm talking about those who have been involved in not just one, not just two, many more slams. I mean, we're talking about, I wouldn't call her a slam junkie, but most certainly what I'm really saying is that Joe has brought together some poetry which are the kind of things that we do not speak of that needs to be spoken of. It has to happen. One thing that really impacted me was a piece that she did. It talks about the relationships in and around the family, those relationships we don't talk about with others. And I believe that we're all thumbs up now. Can I put my thumb up again now? Are we ready to go there? This is what just shows what's live. So, let me tell you about Joe Rowling. Last year, have you ever heard of Breaking Convention? Now, in 2019, at the Breaking Convention show, which was held at, what am I talking about? I'm talking about
Sadler's Wells.
Thank you very much. That's it. Sadler's Wells. Oh my gosh, the piece that just shows you. Sadler's Wells. Now, this piece spoke of, as I said before, the relationship that had, let me just say it, it's incest. Now, it's not just a case of incest. We're talking about the relationships. When you tell somebody something that's happened, sometimes they don't believe you. And that's what this story goes. It's so impacting. And we won't be hearing it today. What we will be hearing today is a story of the relationship between a mother and a father. I wanted to go. Is there anything? Can I bring you in? Are we ready? And I keep putting my thumbs up. So, we've got BBM that I believe is coming in. Let's go.
Good evening.
There we go.
And welcome to
Thank
Real
you.
News. There's a deadly virus that's hit
on.
the streets, threatening to wipe out all of mankind. BBM attacks fathers' emotional systems until there is nothing left. BBM is also known as bitter baby mama. Here's reality with some words of wisdom about this deadly virus. People, gather around and listen. I'm here to tell you I'm vexed about some of my sisters' decisions, the way they act towards some of my brothers, because they no longer want them as lovers. So they start acting all crazy, saying things like, you ain't gonna see your baby. In times when we need male leaders, you're foolishly turning them into male bleeders, draining them of all their emotions, rolling them into a ball of confusion, questioning, but she's my child too. She should spend time with me as she does with you. Sisters, they left you, not the children. So why are you causing unnecessary problems? I acknowledge the fact that you've been hurt. But do you really, really need to drag him through the dirt? In regards to his children, he's being a man. There are plenty of fathers that don't give a damn. Go ask a single parent mother who would happily exchange a lover for a father. If he's saying he's more than able, then let him bring his piece of pie to the table. And your children can have double the share and know everyone around them truly cares. Instead of pointless arguments and laying blame, dragging up old emotions and playing games. You're not home till 7, but telling him to come at 6 and all those kind of tricks. You can see them today. Oh no, you can't. I forgot they got to go and visit their aunt. And don't be bringing them around your new woman, because she ain't me. Please. If your child's not in danger, then just let it be. I understand it can be hard to move on. But sis, when the love's gone, it's just gone. Concentrate on what's important, the children. And please stop carelessly using them as ammunition. Blessings, reality.
I believe that sounds like me, but I'm really concerned that sounds like me. I do hope you all got to see the video of BBM, which
I didn't see it. Oh gosh. I don't know. They said they was playing the video, but I didn't see the video come out.
Thank you. There we go. I have to ask if we got to see the video of BBM. Yes. Thank you very much. As you can see, what it talks about is bitter baby mothers, and I spoke of that in concerns to just how the relationships are between these two people. It's really important that we focus on the positive words that go out. It's really important that we don't just mind ourselves sometimes to what suits us, but what suits us for the benefit of the children, what suits us for the benefit of going forward, what suits us for the benefit of making it happen, not just for ourselves, but for others. Putting that compassion out for the growth and for the future that's coming forward. And that's what that speaks of. It's not always about you. It's not always about what you want to do. It's what we can do collectively. We're talking about that. We're speaking about that. We have to educate and help others within that train. Okay, so as I'm letting you know exactly what we're doing, we're going to be moving on now. And I'd like to thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reality. And I hope that you can please put some comments and so forth as I'm reading here. Right, then it's letting me know what to do. This is live. And you know when you've ever watched those shows and they say, yeah, live coming from, that's exactly what it's like. You don't know what's going to happen next, but we're all doing our best. So thank you very, very much, Joe Rawlings. Thank you very, very much, Reality. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Our next artist that we have here will also be live, and we're going to go through to Lisa Law. Lisa, you here with us?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lisa. Lisa, would you introduce your piece? I know where you're going, girl.
Sorry. Okay.
Over to you.
Can't quite hear myself, so I hope you guys can hear me.
You can be heard, and go for it.
Okay. If only. Sorry, here I go. If only. Haunted eyes. Sorry. If only for Khalif Browder and Elijah McClain and so many others. Haunted eyes know why the cage bird sings. Despair triggered by memories played forward in today's breaking news of breaking bones and broken spirits. So these friends, loved ones, enemies, numbed by ignorance and monotony, privileged cognitive dissonance, who ask, are you sure you didn't imagine it? If only. That question, my perception and empathy wrought by ancestral knowledge, if only, would that I could knock that chip off my shoulder, implanted by years of crow. Could lose that card, that hand out my deck. See, my aces are wild and the joker always dances 2-2s. Like Sarah and Josephine and countless other Hoofers did. Countless other Hoofers did. I mean, because y'all never ever noticed the pain in Stephen Fetchit and Sadley's eyes? High spirits that can only be quantified by paraphernalia planted nearby. He was breaking up a fight. He wasn't selling that time. How to know your place when your human emotions are denied? If only joy is my birthright, because I was made from love, an expression most high. Hope and future dreams not hard-faced by life, if only. Success in thug life in shades of gray and fine-cut suits. And you know what? I don't want to be your poster child, because my true hat ain't black and white, but had feathers multicolored and beaded to express honor. Sky, earth, moon, stars, rainbows, water, crystals, fire metals, and gold. Shimmery burnished, glinting diamond, not like knives and bullets and back to front. Blood jewels stained to core. That luster inside. If only prom night forever, remembrance for the escort to the city limits. Oh, the joys of sundowner towns and the beauty of the lush trees. If only my only shadow was a sign of light. If only one could forget the million tiny slices like razor scratches on inner thighs. If only my head wasn't bruised by lowered ceilings. If only truth was heard and believed rather than perception denied. His heart is one big sigh. Over here, growth spurt, a sign of healthy, balanced, affluential life. And over there, a sign of fear, because now seen, given reason enough, old enough to die. Like Big George Floyd, Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice. Laughter, happiness, criminalized. If only everywhere wasn't wrong place, wrong time. If only we could actually just happen to be strolling on, walking by. If only, if only, if only, if only. Be still. Listen. There on the wind, an eagle cries. My people, hold on. My people, hold on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Wow, that was quite passionate. Got many, many hand claps and want to hear. I want to know how many people out there are in our Zoom rooms or otherwise. I want to hear how many people out there are watching us. So, can someone please let me know very soon? You know, technology brings us so much, and as you've said, Lisa, in your piece, being silent. What I believe that we learned over recent weeks is that we can hear so much more by being silent. You know, the universe brought us to a place where we had to be silent for us to hear what it needed to say, and that was definitely said within your piece. So I hear the passion, I hear the truth, if only, and there's so much to be said of that.
If only.
Tell me something new that you're working on at the current time. What's happening in your world?
Well, first of all, that piece was written, inspired by Khalif Browder. You can find out more about him on the Netflix documentary Times, the Khalif Browder story, and also for Elijah McClain. Just beautiful people who's, you know, were taken too soon. And what I'm working on now, I'm working with Matt Benyere. He's going to be mad I messed up his name. From Dark Sky, we have a new project called Lore Ciel. So that's going to be between spoken word and sounds, because I'm also a sonic artist, along with a musician and singer. So mixing sounds and like creating atmospheric landscapes. So that's what we've been working on. I know that you heard one of the songs, Gida, Sneak Peeks, written for my mother, Pauline.
Yes, yes, lovely. Well, I know we'll be seeing more of you and hearing more about what you'll be doing. I want to say thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for being a part of I See You See Me.
I see you, you see me. Blessings to everybody and everybody performing today, and be safe, be well, walk good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We have our next artist up now, and the lovely Eshe. So we're gonna come right over to Eshe.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, gorgeous.
Can you hear me good?
Most certainly, we're all doing live. I'm gonna hand right over to you. Eshe's gonna do first. She's going to do a piece. She's going to do a cappella for us, and we may hear some other work from her later. So thank you very much. Eshe, over to you.
No, it's not a cappella.
Oh, I do apologize. Things have changed, but we are most certainly hearing MPK.
It's not a cappella.
All right.
Hold on a minute.
All right. So you go. It's over to you. No, it's not over to you. It's back to me. So we're going to be hearing a piece from Eshe, which is called MPK. At the current time, there is no genre or other pocket to put this beautiful songstress in. I would say her work definitely goes across the board. Her new work, or what's coming up next, which is what we also may hear, I'd like to know some more information about, is what's gone wrong. And that's really interesting, but hopefully we'll get to speak to her about that. And I believe we're ready now. If I put my thumbs up, I'm going to get a thumbs back. There you go. That's how it works there. So,
Yeah.
with all that said, over to you, Ashley.
So you want me to do the poem and the song together now?
I'm quite happy for you to do most certainly that.
Okay, right. Hi everyone. Hope you're good. My MPK. My MPK. My MPK. My MPK. My MPK. Always I see you walking between the shadows of my dreams, my melanin plated king. I see you, you see me. My melanin calling him, telling him you are my precious feeling, keeps me singing. You're so divine, a heaven sign. My melanin calling him, come into my world, come into my time, come to the heart of love, my true love. My name and my nature is love, love is here. I flow with healing, a flow life streaming. A whole world and universe traveling galaxies am I, calling the essence of my melanin plated king. I see you, I see me, I see your ecstasy, your exhilarant vibrations that be. My melanin telling him he is the begin is him, we is the begin, the ever of time. Way back when life shone like the sun, and children sang with sweet laughter all day long, and joy danced everywhere with everything and everyone, and peace came with night or day. It was the way. When you and I have lifted our minds into the thought of the Most High Supreme One, we could do anything and still can. Pyramids, kingdoms, empires, wonders of the world of time and space. My melanin telling him, his melanin telling me, he is the begin is him. I am the begin is me. I'm my MPK, my MPK, my MPK, my MPK. Okay, just hold on a minute, just making sure I'm connected to my Wi-Fi.
Got the move, people. Got the move. This is the move. It goes like this. You have to take your right hand, you put it on your heart, 1, 2, 3, and then you kind of like do this little semicircle here. You'll get it. You'll get it. It's all about the exclusive. That's all I've got to say. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Hey. No, thank you for. Oh,
What's going wrong? Too many of our children dying, too many of us crying, too many hearts gone cold, too many deaths. Black Lives Matter, Cherry Gross. Black Lives Matter, Stephen Lawrence. Black Lives Matter, Sarah Reid. Black Lives Matter, George Floyd. George Floyd.
Hi.
Another name in the newspaper. Another face on the evening news. Another soul out there alone with folks who went too soon. Oh, 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 oh. Are we going to stand and stare and let the devil take control? Take control. Drowning in tears of our sorrow. Is there going to be justice for tomorrow? Justice for tomorrow. Oh, 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 oh. Blatantly stating there's no respect for lies. Senseless madness has taken a hold. Man immorally insane. What's going on? What's going on, my brother? What's going on, my sister? It's crazy. What's going crazy? It can't go on. It can't go on. No, it can't go on. The world's gone crazy. Getting caught up in the dark image of hate. We're getting caught up. Reciprocate. No, no, no. Dark image of hate. We're getting caught up. Reciprocate. No, no, no. Hate must be undone. Hate must be undone. Hate must be undone. Undone, undone, undone. Oh, 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 it can't go on. The world's gone crazy. Crazy. The world's gone crazy. Crazy.
Wow. 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 Woo! You see, this is what live music does for you. The magnitude and just the, oh, wow, the voice. Thank you so much, Eshe. Thank you so, so much. The hands, everything else going up here. You know, I take great respect to things that happen live. And when we think of that, now, MPK, please tell me exactly what that means before there's other, so many questions I've got to ask. Yes.
Melanin plated king.
Melanin plated king. Imagine that.
Plated
A
king.
melanin plated
Melanin plated.
king.
Not just gold plated, melanin plated.
Plated king. Okay, my eyes are like just kind of like,
Yes.
that's kind of, okay, right, stop.
And I wrote that. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
lovely. Now,
Years ago, like
repeat,
October 19. Yeah.
I missed a little bit of that. Can you repeat that again? You said October 99, that's when you wrote it.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's very apparent that many things that we have written years ago, especially as poets and artists, just become so relevant of the now. And I'm
Yeah.
hearing that one with what you've written, Melanin Plated King. That's just beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
we've had BBM, we've had Melanin Plated King, and then we've got our other little piece of information which is going to be coming out later. Now,
Yep. Yeah.
what's gone wrong? Tell us a little bit about that, and that's obviously part of the work that Tell me something about that, please.
What's going wrong?
What's gone wrong? I believe
What's
it's what's
going
going wrong.
wrong?
My apologies. Can you tell us some more about that,
What's
please?
going?
Wrong.
Yeah, and I was inspired by, yeah, I was inspired by Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? So
Right.
I'm saying what's going wrong because it's still relevant to today. Still relevant. Why is the world the way it is now? And it's for each of us to analyze that. What's wrong with me? Not just what's wrong with you. What's wrong with me
That,
first?
that's
Yeah,
like
because we're
taking
all
response.
responsible to make this world better.
My apologies. That's like taking responsibility and obviously holding our
Yes.
hands up. And also with that
Yes.
call, I
Yes.
believe that we've all been making this call for not just yesterday, the day before, and weeks. We've been making this call for hundreds of years. And that call has reverberated to a
Yes.
time that is now,
Yes.
to a time that is present. So I see you
Yeah.
and you see me. This is through
Time to
poetry,
change
music,
it.
and
Time
art.
to change it. Yeah.
And I know that through the diversity in the works that you do, tell us a little bit about what you've got coming forward, Eshe.
I'm working on new material, so I'll be releasing something soon. I wanted it to be end of July, but with everything that's going on, so when I have a date, I'll give everybody, but it'll be before the end of the year. Definitely. We're mastering, we're doing stuff in the studio.
Yes, yes. I want to thank you very much, and it was lovely performing with you also earlier in the year. I really do appreciate that. It's been great getting to know you, more importantly, and just the work that you're putting out there. So thank you very much, Eshe. Let's give her a great big round of applause. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank
And
you,
obviously,
everyone.
there we go. This is just different. It's not like being in a, when you're in a room, and obviously, there's two things that have happened. One, when I really felt that when we were waiting to look at black baby mothers, and we were listening to black bitter mothers, and waiting for the video, and really felt like your head right in front of great big light, and sometimes that's what it seems like. Life is just magnified, magnified, bigger than yourself. It's not so much you can't deal with it. It's just, is this for real? Is this really what I'm dealing with? And that's what we're dealing with right now. We're putting that perspective out there so that you know that you are seen. And we can see you. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the things that happen, maybe on a daily basis. Today I was listening to some lectures, and within those lectures I thought, why do people react or act the way they do? What brings them to a point where they feel that they need to react or act in such a way which I would say is not right? I'm a gentle soul. However, with all that said, what we're really going to do, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to come back and it goes like this. Exclusive. We got some more happening right now. So it's thumbs up. Are we there?
Africa, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, Africa. Africa,
And we are here. Wow. You know, the reality is there were some weeks beginning of March. I just didn't move. I didn't say much. I didn't do too much. I was just like, okay, let me just take hold of the reality of what's happening here. Let me just absorb what I'm experiencing, all the changes that happen. And then something did occur, and I've mentioned it before. The universe kind of ensured that everybody was still. The universe ensured that we would all hear, and it was to the life of someone else. It's not the first time that this has happened, that the life of another brings a cause for others to do something. So I want to say thank you to all those many, many lives. And those lives stem back from my father's father's father and my mother's father of the earth that we are on. All very highfalutin and big words. But nonetheless, it doesn't take one, it takes many to say what we are saying here. So we're going to go through and we're going to listen to Helen McDonald. And she's got a piece there picking up. Enjoy.
Hi, Helen McDonald here. Rest in peace. Hi, Helen McDonald here. Rest in peace, George Floyd. I want to sing one of my songs today. This one's called Picking Up. Whose day? Police don't kill my brothers. Violence and brutality reign. Whose aim? Whose gain? My brother's life in a prison cell. Being subjected to hell. Trying to free himself from the lies. Creating crimes for us to fill. We're picking up the pieces of our lives. Putting down the stress and the strife. Picking up the pieces of our lives. Putting down the stress and the strife. We're picking up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Picking up, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're picking up. Ooh, this day, yeah, yeah, create a box for us to fill. The one to kill our prophets. But sisters and brothers will rise. Cannot disguise what is truly wise. We have to show what is behind.
Why are we all
Begin
silent?
to
What's
love,
happening?
Begin to fight. Begin to love each other. Cause we're picking up the pieces of our lives. We're putting down the stress and the strife. We're picking up the pieces
People have to unmute their
of our
mic before they speak, yeah?
lives. Putting down the stress and the strife. We're picking up, brothers and sisters, we're picking up, yeah, we're picking up, ooh, 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 picking up. This day, I'm mourning for our wounded. Come on, hold your head high to the sky. No cry, no lie. It's time to face the battle cry. We have to show what is behind. Begin to fight, begin to love each other. But we're picking up the pieces of our lives. Throw out the negativity, putting down the stress and the strife. Throw out the other madness, picking up the pieces of our lives. Putting down the stress and the strife, yeah, picking up, yeah, 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 we're picking up, come on, brother, picking up, come on, sister, picking up, yeah, yeah, stay strong.
And we are back. Thank you very, very much. Helen, that was lovely. Now, with all that we've been watching, I wanted to say a quick call out. Is Thierry there? I just want to have a double check and see if Thierry's there. Can someone tell me? I've also been told that we have just up to 40, 50 people that are on Facebook that are with us. I'm sure those numbers should rise. I'd like to think so. And backstage in the green room, too much fun. So all the noise and the sounds that you're hearing, that's where it's coming from. So I need to tell one of the person to please put themselves in a position so they know that they will not be heard, otherwise their name shall be called out. But more important, you know that thing about saying thank you? I want to say thank you to so many people. I want to say thank you most certainly to our backstage crew, and that includes Miss Rin, also to the Upper Norwood Library Hub. I want to say great big thanks going out to Nick, a great big thanks obviously to all of our performers, and especially a great big thanks going out to Gida Live. And thank you very much for coming together with Poets and Monologues as we put out to you this perspective of being Black. I see, you see me. I see you. What's it like to be seen? Realistic, or what's it like not to be seen, to be ignored when you're in a place where nobody really acknowledges your existence, or you're not worth? That means you got to go and drink somewhere else, or eat somewhere else, or just be somewhere else. And it's not just recent. We're talking about times that have been too long. We're talking about times which are now, and more importantly, ensuring that those times do not just stay or stray, that going forward, we're all responsible for the things that happen in our lives. You know, it's important where we shop, how we shop, and who we shop with. Your money's valuable, like all of us, every single one. We're all valuable. We're all there to be seen. As we continue to show you this perspective and share with you this perspective, we also want to let you know within our show, this is the first of its kind at the current time. We're going to be bringing in segments of film, segments in concerns to history, the story, a story, segments in concerns to advertising and books and so forth. But let's continue. And now what we have here is, hold on a minute. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I do.
Too many falsified homicides of marginalized brothers dying while televised with little white lies protected behind blue lines terrorizing Black lives. I'm that gifted with my Black privilege, I can't act timid about police killings and fulfilling the agendas of white supremacists. We gotta change our conditions. If you bang and transfer that anger, stand for something greater. The Klan could never fade us. The plan is restoration. Black man, can you see our faces? You paint us criminal to make us killable. 3/5 of a man, that's a fraction that's improper. I reject those syllables. My kings and queens died for much more than a hashtag and a candlelight visual. If they can't humanize through the scope of human eyes, then you and I have to scrutinize how we can survive just by moving stealth and generating wealth and protecting ourselves. It's my job to love you more than you hate yourself. To all my soldiers across the nation in Minnesota, you are kings and queens. Just hold your head high and let a dove fly. I can't breathe until it's over.
Alrighty, we are back. Thank you very much. Now, I want to tell you something about Thierry. We're talking about where the situation occurred, to the point. We're talking about where it happened. We're talking about 8 minutes, 56, correct? We're talking about a man who died, but he lived. And when he died, his life was so much more, worth so much more. And it's made such a change to many people's lives. And more importantly, it's made a change to the world as we see it now. Everyone has different beliefs, everyone has different thoughts, different experiences. And as we come together and galvanize, we can all breathe wholeheartedly. breathe with confidence, breathe with a good heart. Let's take a little bit more of that, and we're going to continue now. And whilst all this, when I talk about all this, I'm talking about the process that's occurred over the past March, February, May, June, 4 months. There's been those people, the services who have held it together, those people who have supported us. The services have made it all worthwhile. The people who have brought food to our doors, as well as those who have ensured that if our car broke down, they'd be there too. So this talks about what happens when the sun rises. Eddie Capone, Sunrise. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eddie Capone, and I just want to do a little motivating thing for our care workers who are really having a hard time right now. And I hope this can inspire you and motivate you to keep on doing what you're doing as the professionals that you all are. And thank you very much. So enjoy this tune. This is for you. Face your challenge every day. Put your life at risk. Thank you very much.
Yay! Yay! Eddie Capone, put down your phone because it's your own next. Put down your phone, Eddie Capone. Sunrise, I love that. Thank you very much. Eddie, you spoke of things there which I'd like to know more information about. You spoke of yoga Honzen. Can you tell me what is that? Okay, we can't hear you, so I need to unmute you. So let's go this way, just for a moment. Eddie Capone, I need to be able to hear you, please. Can you take off your mute? And I can hear you. Thank you very much. Can't hear you, Eddie. Let me take you off. I need you to take you off. Can you unmute yourself, please? And we can all hear you. Cannot hear you, Eddie. Can you do that for me? Still can't hear you. Can you do that for me, please? There we go. I can do it now. I need you to unmute yourself, please. There we go. Can you unmute you? Take the speaker off. There we go. And then I'll be able to know exactly. We'll all be able to hear you. There we go. Brilliant. Let's take. This is what they call it. Live and direct. Coming live and direct from the studios. Here we go down and round town. We have Poets Monologues coming together with Gida Live, giving you ICU UC Me. Let me tell you something's going to happen now. In the near future, things are going to change as they change now, because the near future is now. So in the near future, things are going to change as they change now. My people, some have nobody. Somebody have no place. Some have no clue, no answer to the question, and don't know what to do. I am pleased, glad, and happy to have you. We are going to move on from this section in that state. I want to thank Eddie. The questions I was asking about in consensus, and here he is now. Yeah, you stay there and laugh. Time is a virtue.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much. Right. Eddie Sunrise, waking up that morning. I know there were some mornings over the past few weeks that people, they felt very different in concern to just that trust of life and just the trust of what's going to happen for themselves, for others. And more importantly, many of us, or few of us, have had the experience of losing loved ones or otherwise, not so much loss, but they have passed on. With that said, I'm asking, you were talking about some things within your song there, which was a Gohonzon. What is that? Can you explain that to us, please? Can you give us some more information about what that is?
Thank you very much, Gida. Hey. Right. Without talking about the obstacle, but I'm a Buddhist and each member of our organization, which is called
Okay, Eddie, I'm going to stop you just because I need you to let you know that there are other things within the sound that are affecting us, hearing you as well as we want to, and hearing everything that you're saying. So,
am I speaking too fast?
no, if you can just raise your voice for us, please.
Okay. Not a problem.
Okay, lovely.
I've never had a problem raising my voice. Always have a problem lowering it.
Okay, so let's have the voice at that, and I think we're all right. If you've seen lots of thumbs up and thumbs going around, it's so that we've got a freeway here, just to let you know that everything is going all right.
Okay, we start again. Okay. Greetings, everybody. And it's a pleasure being here on ICU UC ME. Now you can. You asked about what is the Gahon for me. I'm a Buddhist and belong to an organization called Gakkai International. Now, each member of our organization has
We're losing you, and I'm getting some head shakes from my engineer here. So either we're going to have to come back to you.
You're not hearing me, or what?
That's better. Wherever you are now, that's better. Just need to hear you clearly.
Okay, I will just.
It's his mic. He needs to stop moving around so much. His mic is.
That's what it is.
Clothes.
Okay, I will just.
Just stop the mic from brushing against your clothes.
Okay, got it. I also know better too now. Okay, can you hear me now, Gida?
Yes, I can too. Just keep still.
Okay, I won't move a muscle. Okay, so each of us has a object of worship, which is called the Gahon. And that's what we chant to, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So for me, getting up in the morning and doing my morning prayer is something I look forward to. It's an inspiration to me for the day. And something I would do without. What I would do without.
Thank you. I want to say thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you very much for your sunrise, and more importantly, for sharing us what you had to say about the Gahonzam. From what I understand from that, as a member of the SGI, which is the Soka Gakkai Nutrient Buddhist organization, your prayer to that is held the times that you want to, be it morning or afternoon or evening. So let's have a great big hand for Eddie. I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Not at all, not at all, not at all. With that said, we're going to listen to something just for a short while, and let's think of think of planes and places that you'd like to be, and planes and places that you'd like to tell, and the animals that you may see, in a place called Africa.
Hey ya, hey ya, Africa. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, Africa.
And we are back here. Ladies and gentlemen, over this time, I've been talking about things that have happened recently. I'm talking about the past few months, how I've been in a self-isolation, a voluntary place of, I wouldn't say annihilation, a voluntary place that, we don't always have the words to explain how we feel in concern to just being homebound. And more importantly, how we feel about subjected to certain things which we don't want to see. And there are things happening somewhere else, on a different pond, in a different place. It doesn't mean that it doesn't concern you wherever you are, monetarily, economically, vibrantly. And that's what we're here to say, because I see you and you see me. What do we have to say, and what is there to tell of this story? We're going to listen to some other voices. This voice, beautiful. When I first saw her many years ago, she was wearing this nice kind of Brazil tracksuit top, and she was vibrant and she was energetic. And she's energetic again here. The lady's name is Leslie Ebony, and we're going to hear something that you may need to know. May you know, by Leslie Ebony.
May you know that for many, what you've recently seen is triggering very personal and upsetting memories. And may you know that for many, saying, I'm okay, is what we are doing just to make it through the day. And may you know that racial injustice is not a problem of just long ago. And may you know that for the intensity of hurt and anger, I can't even begin to find the words for. And may you know that silence can be deafening. And may you know the value of just checking in on a colleague or friend. And may you seek out opportunities, not just within your circle, but in the wider community to support and create change. And may you be open to having conversations, as uncomfortable as they may be. And may you never forget the outrage. And may you know that courage is a muscle. And even the something you may think is small is the something brave that could be the real catalyst for change. Let's all find ways to be brave.
Back here. What do you know? What have you learned? What do you see? What do you understand? For some of the things which I have learned recently, it's about the many videos, films, things that I've had to research, I've had to look into. I've had to look at why the story that is told currently talks of a people who is not asking that you must. Sometimes that request is that we can think of those people who are in such places. And I want to talk about these people quite plainly. We're talking about people like Martin Luther King. We're talking about the times of, how would I say, Cassius Clay, before I mentioned his name as Muhammad Ali. We're talking about Malcolm X. There are so many other popular, famous, infamous people. Those people that I've just spoken of, yes, we know their names, and those are those there. What about the ones here, the ones in England, the ones in Great Britain that have been here over many years and over many centuries, have made their names and said something? Let's find out more about it. We're going to hear a piece right now. It's quite impacting. It's by a gentleman, excuse by the name of Beady Man, Brian, a strong individual. This individual talks politically from the heart about how he feels about certain things. It doesn't matter where it is, it's how it is. So let's hear America. America. Brian.
America, We ain't born ignorant, it's learned behaviour. I ain't got no religion, no faith in a saviour. Cognitive dissonance is part of human nature. Trust in your instincts, or we're all set for failure. Don't believe all that you are told in the media or when politicians say, we're all in this together. Another black man dies. He wasn't to blame. George Floyd. Remember the name. So after the I and before the second A, take out the C and insert 3 Ks. America, America, 3 Ks. America, America, The US has a history of racial inequality, from the massacre of the natives and right through to slavery, now state-run servitude endorsed by the judiciary, with minimum sentencing set down as mandatory. The 13th Amendment nods its head to slavery, profiteering from brothers and sisters in penal facilities. Another black man dies. He wasn't to blame. George Floyd. Remember the name. So after the I and before the second A, take out the C and insert 3 Ks. America, America, Colin Kaepernick decided to take to the knee. It weren't against the flag, but police brutality. And Rosa Parks wasn't just making a fuss when she took a seat at the front of the bus. And MLK marched with 1 million men. The system was racist now and it was racist back then. Another black man dies. He wasn't to blame. George Floyd. Remember the name. So after the I and before the second A, take out the C and insert 3 Ks. America, America, The system is broken and needs an upheaval. Institutional racism is a clear and present evil. It's time now they see that we all have rights. People of any colour must be as equal as whites. Black lives matter. We must continue to fight in the pursuit of happiness and a fulfilling life. Another black man dies. He wasn't to blame. George Floyd. Remember the name. So after the I and before the second A, take out the C and insert 3 Ks. America, America, Another black man dies. He wasn't to blame. George Floyd. Remember the name. Rest in peace.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How do you feel about that? America, I like the heart of that. I like the beat of that. I like the energy of that. Just the way it kind of like, we have to think about how we're going to be moving forward. And that's what it's about. So let's give it a great big round of applause here. Hoo-yah! All right. I believe I've heard that our numbers are going up. And I want to, for those that are not with us right now that have had difficulties, there are a few watch parties going on that I've heard of. There is, if you look on Azawala, I will be notified if there's a watch party there. I believe that there's another watch party. People can just confirm where that is. And going forward, we've got our next act. Now, I was talking about things that happened previously, and I was talking about things that happened over there. We're going to bring it back to what's happened here. What's really changed? We're going to be listening to Mr. Errol, Uncle Errol, to you. And let's hear what he has to say. One drop.
Why
Dedicated
to
Revealed in a rhythm when Bob Marley did rock steady. I'm known, I'm the beat that the drummer did drop in steady liquors with a rim shot. And didn't we all feel it in the one drop? When one was dropped into those coloured slots, one drop divided up into racial constructs, but one drop must have got into the melting pot. Yo, tell me where your people from, because we're all freaking mixed up. Check your pedigree and I'll bet you find that one drop. Well, it was the one drop that decided whether you got a share of the pot or whether you had to leg it from the lynch mob. Yo, you lot, keep up, I'm telling you, even if they found one drop, you were dropped. Yet, it was that one drop of pluck that runneth over the cup that gave Rosa Parks the pluck. She said, you know what? I ain't gonna give my seat up. And while I'm at it, let me explain my personal position. For now, I'll tick ballot box, I'll even sign the petition. But if we cannot catch at the table and sup from the cup, then we'll burn shit down and we'll mash shit up. Because there is the one drop, it cannot be stopped. It's existed over epoch and it comes in many constructs. We are not just that one drop in the ocean. Open your eyes up and you'll find the ocean in that one drop. So stick that in your homeopathic concoct. And nowadays I've been immortalized. I've been popularized by medicine, media, DNA, CSI. And you want to know why? Well, it takes a little while to unlock my mystery. But every time they spot me, I make history. So, you know what? When they lunged up at the bus stop, that modern day lynch mob, they were probably all self-medicated, sniffing glue, you know, shored up. They were definitely premeditated because they were tooled up. And you know the upshot. Run, Stephen, come on, keep up. If they catch us, we're fit as a fox. My boy ran 200 yards until he stopped, until he dropped, bleeding profusely from 2 fatal cuts, which dumbass cops never even tried to stop and apply a little Thursday balm. And you saw in the Voice newspaper the photo shot of the mother face palm and the dad with his hands over his head top. Yo, pops, how you gonna clean this shit up? Not with 1,000 mops. Oh, examination. You what? The police investigation was a cock-up that a crooked cop had been paid to obstruct. I mean, the examination did reveal one drop. One drop ain't so easy to spot, but you know what? The fucks, they just gave up, locked shit up in a property box to moulder and rot, leaving those little fascist fucks free as Scott, bowling round the manor like they was a top-notch. Just watch. In her grief and despair, she called on me, the one drop, and we made a pact then and there that we'd never give up. As long as her face held one drop, she was gonna keep bringing it up, and Stephen was not gonna get forgot. So with me, the one drop, she filled up her box, and when they run her over, she got out her mop, and she forced those fascist cops to clean their shit up. And you know what? Things actually rearranged. Laws had to change. That racist institution was named and shamed. And when science finally caught up with me, the one drop, well, that's when it all came on top. I was the one drop that made the lies stop, and at least 2 of those little fascist fucks are banged up. And you know what? Nowadays prison is kind of cushy, but for the next 15 years, they ain't getting no pussy, cause pets are not allowed in prison. And there may come a time when we can forgive them, but that time ain't right now. So you know what? And I think whenever Stephen is brought up, and I think about what it has taught us, it's the same old cliche, said in so many better ways, you never give up. But when your arse is down on the wire, we'll call them that one drop, and you know what? You're gonna find reservoirs.
Why-oy, 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 yo-yo-yo-yo-yo. Reveal it in the one drop, and we still find time to rock. We're making a one-stop. The generation gap.
One drop dedicated to the memory of Stephen Lawrence. Rest in peace, my brother.
Right, we're here. Thank you very much. And we're back and we've seen that. And I want to thank you very much and apologize to Errol, who's right there, right with me. Errol, we were watching your piece there, one drop. Asking you, please, Errol, if you could unmute yourself so we can all hear you, all hear what you're going to say. Come back with us now. Come on now.
Let me just find the button. You interrupted. No, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry if I interrupted anyone's video. It's just that I can't see or hear anybody else apart from what's going on Zoom. So
that's very true.
So I'm going to go to the one drop. How long have I got, Gida? Because I want to do a different one.
Oh, I can only give you a minute, but we haven't got that time. Maybe when we come back again, but I'm getting the no and the so next time.
So what? So one drop, yeah? You ain't going to hear me?
No, we've had the one drop. We've heard it. You might not have seen it, but we've heard it.
What do you want? So what do you want me to do then?
Well, I just wanted to see and hear your dulcet tones. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about.
Oh, right. So you don't want me to perform nothing? What, you already played something? What are else? What do you think I'm waiting? Yo, I come on here to perform, woman. What's going on? What, have you already played my video or something?
We have already played your video, and I want to say, going out live now on Facebook, may I introduce to you the very only, one and only Uncle Errol. Who now tell us about your award. You are one of the 2 award winners that we've got on the show today. We've got yourself and also Terrell Lewis. So the award that you won last year is.
Yeah, so it's Best Spoken Word Artist 2019. It was by the Poetry Awards. So they picked a selection of poets, a selection of poetry nights, a selection of poetry films, and then they just pull it out to the public vote. I don't think I won because I'm the best poet. I won because I was the best at spamming everybody into submission. I mean, until they voted for me. Yeah, so that was good. That was a nice way to round off the year, you know. And yeah, last year was quite good. My poetry featured in a featured-length film, which you came and saw, didn't you? And
yes, I did see the film. Tell us the name of that film again, please, and a little slower.
Yeah, that was called Here for Life.
Here for Life.
Directed by Adrian Jackson and Andrea Zimmerman. And so I think it's online free somewhere as well. Just look for it, Here for Life. Free.
And it's been out for the past, what, 8, 9, nearly a year?
Yeah, it's been out about a year now, yeah. Yeah, less than a year, actually. Yeah, around about a year, yeah.
So congratulations with that. And thank you very much for most certainly being a part of ICU.
Yes. Well, always happy to do something for the Gida crew. I mean, and that. So what? Can people on Facebook see me? You know, I'm a technophobe. I don't know what's going on. So
at this very moment, yes.
They can see me.
No, I'm going to pick it up.
Greetings, people. Yeah. Greetings, lovely people.
And they've seen your
piece. I could have done a poem in this time. You got me talking nonsense. I mean, what else you want? Ask me something.
You have done a poem.
Ask me about the protest. So I went down to the protest. I went down to the protest, and I was dropping one drop and another poem I've got about protesters called Wow. So I was up on Nelson's statue, you know what I mean? The power that you've got though, when you're up on the statue, you're performing and you've got all these young people who are all fired up. I had to stop what I was doing and say, oh, by the way, that's not a call to riot, you know what I mean? You lot have got to go home at 6 o'clock. But yeah, it was a buzz. It was good to perform my poetry in a different setting, you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. And as a poet, you know, you bring so much to the stage, and we do rally troops and we do bring people together. And as you say, it's not a rise to riot, but just a rise as a thought.
Yeah, to protest. I think protest doesn't have to come with petrol bombs, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And there's a difference between that and to riot and protest. I want to say thank you very much, Errol.
Thank you for having me.
Uncle Errol, for your piece. And what we're talking about, the one drop really brings us to a place that happened many years ago, but yet still
same situation, same sort of situation about Black Lives Not Mattering, you know what I mean? So the police got the call, if you read the Macpherson report, the police got the call saying that a teenager had been stabbed, okay? When they got there, he was lying in the recovery position. They didn't go and stop the blood or anything. They just left him lying there. And they are saying that the reason they left them lying there because he did not matter that much. And maybe if it was a white person, they would have gone in there. I don't know. But it just shows that if they're not bloody racist, they're freaking retarded. You know what I mean? To know that.
Thank you very much for those choice words there. As I can't speak personally, but hold on, wheel and come again, my man there, sir. So I heard everything you said. I believe that these situations are real. And let us understand that each time that you have something to say as a poet, as an individual, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
I know I cut you off. I know I've got a lot of people kind of trying to.
Yeah, go for it, go for it. All right, enjoy the rest of the evening, and
thank you.
All right, speak to you later.
Great big hands. Put your comments down there. I know I'm seeing them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've got, oh wow, what's coming through next is a lovely man by the name of Mr. Terrell Lewis, also the poet of the month. I think I need to do my lipstick. Oh, Terrell, Mr. Lewis there.
Hi.
Now, people, I've got to tell you this. just because. And may I say what you believe I'm going to say, Mr. Lewis, the poet?
Of course, of course.
Here it goes. We had a sound check earlier today, and most people came in when they did, and everyone's got their own thing going on. And as you know, for those of you who were here at the beginning, Terrell was first on. So when he came up about whatever time it was, I said to him, "Where have you been? What have you been doing?" And the man said to me, "He's just become a father."
For this,
So
again, for the second time. For the second time.
second time. Congratulations. Born
Thank you.
today?
No, she was born on the 9th of July.
Okay. So you've just become a father nonetheless. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Do we have a name to your princess or otherwise?
Yeah, her name is Amara.
Amara. You two, Terrell, have been awarded, and you were awarded the best poet. Let me get my little note here that's going to tell me exactly. UK Entertainment Awards Best Poet 2019. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, Uncle Errol, I see you as well.
They're talking about the green room where everybody's making too much noise.
Yeah.
With that said, the first piece that you did for us today was
The Black Woman. Yeah.
The Black Woman, the Black Queen, the uplifting the woman, the art, the life that comes from down here. And into that, we have the King. So without further ado, I'd like to depart with you, the poet, Terrell Lewis.
Let's rise, kings. For you are all amazing and incredible. Because you found a way in from a way out of a system that had you caged in, I look to you and say, let's rise, kings. You see, I want you all to be better than me. Through life's teachings and preachings, I'm going to teach you to teach those to expose their gifts and help them grow. Inevitably, as a race, we all grow. You see, I overstand you because I am you, which means if I can do it, then you can too. Be loud to reach those who don't want to listen. Give sight to those who don't have the vision. Live free for those wrongfully imprisoned and be the voice for those who can't make decisions. No longer is it me against you, now it's us against them. And I call upon all my fellow Black men to put an end to the lies from which they stem. I commend you all. If together we rise, then we cannot fall. So let's rise, kings. Let's come together collectively and connectively work together respectfully, irrespective of the damage that they've done intentionally. You see, we're all smarter than that, so let us move intellectually. You see, I need for you to understand your purpose, because what they told you, they told me, and they tell us that we're worthless, and they tell us these things just to hurt us because we make them nervous. So rise, kings, because they don't deserve us. No more lies. I'm going to spread nothing but the truth. And I happily die knowing this message inspired the Black youth. The time to come together is now and stick together like glue, because the journey we're all on requires a similar pair of shoes. It's so hard growing up in this world as a Black man. Anything I do or say, they want to attack, man. They're the predator and we're the prey. That's a matter of fact, fam. So let's clear the air between us, because I got your back, fam. Now, when I see you, I'm going to embrace you, because society's trying to erase you. Just for being Black at work's another reason for them to try and replace you. You see, I love you and they hate you. The fact is they don't even rate you. They brainwash you so much that you start to hate you. Now, by killing me, you're only killing yourself. Another Black man that will never excel. They want to put the Black man in the jail. The cycle continues and Blacks never prevail. Well, today, that cycle gets broken. Third eye open. Those of you that were asleep now have awoken. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Pass this message on to all Black men about the words I have spoken. Now you work with me and I'll work with you. And together we'll create a positive image. We'll go to every ends, postcode and village. I'm talking about putting an end to stabbings and killings. Wiping the slate clean. Let's have a new beginning. Let's rewrite our history so again, Black men start winning. So let's rise. Kings. Terrell Lewis, thank you.
Hoo-yah, hoo-yah, hoo-yah. I see you, you see me. I see you, you see me. That's how it be, that's how it be, that's how it be.
Thank you, Gida.
Okay, it's going like this. Thank you. You know, the zest, this is what I'm talking about. You know, taking that journey, going through that mission, understanding your mission, understanding that we must all rise. Get
Of course.
Empty the bin. I don't know, go astray. Just be, you know. I can only encourage, and we can only seriously encourage each other, because it's not easy. And more importantly, the words that you've said through the woman and through the man, it's this union that brings about what we do. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, man. Really appreciate it.
Not at all. The year is as it is, but what do you see for yourself over the next few months and so forth, realistically?
Well, I've literally just finished wrapping up a project, so after this, I've got a pre-screening of a project, like a collaborative piece that I worked on with poets. So basically, this piece that I've just wrapped up is one of the most powerful and empowering projects that I've ever worked on. So basically, the Black Lives Movement is really prominent right now, and a lot of people are airing their emotions on the internet. Now, then me, definitely we are angry, but I'm taking a different approach. I'm gonna hug you lot. This is a massive hug. This piece here is about us coming together in unison and uniting and standing together as a people. So this piece, the visuals to this piece and the poets that I have on this collaborative piece, I kid you not, I need everybody to follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook, because when this video is out, I need for everybody to share it, because it's one of the most powerful pieces that I've ever done. So that's what I need from everybody after this.
Wow, I want to say thank you. It's just a testament to everyone that's been on this first showing of ICU UC ME. We're not talking about people just doing things for now. They've got their projects, they've got their ambitions, there are things which they're doing now for the future and which will obviously sustain and will be something that will take a mark. That's what we'll do, we'll make a mark here. So that please don't forget, many of the poets, I encourage you to look them up, look at the work that they've done. You've seen their work that's obviously been displayed here on Facebook, on Instagram as well, and also that's available on YouTube. So for many of our poets here, we're talking about Terrell, Sawadi, Eddie, Ingrid, Reality, Helen, Uncle Errol, Leslie Ebony, Ron James, who we'll see in just one moment, Beady Man, Thierry Caldwell, who we had with I Can't Breathe, Eshe Escofre, Lisa Law, and next. Let me do it. We're going to stand up. You getting it? Okay, keep doing that. It's going to all come through in just a moment. It's all going to come through. It's all going to make sense. I want to introduce to you, let me say thank you again, Terrell. Give me
Thank you, Sheila.
Let's have some notes down there. Thank you very much. We are. I'm sure you've got your victory dance. The next person, this is where the joy comes. This is where we start. As a people, there's sometimes where I just got to make sure and get mine. Those of you who know me, two things I want to say. Right now, if there's a piece of jungle going on, I've got to get it. And if there's some music going, you just got to kind of go with the beat. You know how it is. And sometimes that beat goes slower. Can you hear me better now? And sometimes that beat goes slower. And sometimes that beat is just for you just to sit, relax, listen, take it in, absorb, because it's jazz. Sweet soul mellow music. Now we bring about so many parts, and by that I mean I know as an individual and as a people, we bring forth the insight into fashion, music, invention. Should I go on and on and on and on? No, let me just stop right there. Listen to this. I introduce to you Mr. Ron James in a state. Thank you. Mr. Ron James is playing one of his. There we go. There. Oh. Oh, wow. Woo! Oh, wow. More, more, more. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank
Pleasure.
you
My
so
pleasure.
much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, wow.
Thank you,
Now,
everybody.
that piece was called In a State.
Yeah.
Now, as much as I know about it, can you tell everyone else just a little bit about that, please, In a State?
Sure. That song was written by myself and a good friend of mine, Calvin Loatman, who is deceased. Rest in peace. And when we wrote the song, he came up with a lot of the turns and stuff, and I came up with the melody, most of the melody. And I was like, this seems like organized confusion to me. It seems like somebody is in a bit of a conundrum or maybe in a weird place in their head. They're like in a state. So that's how that name came about. Yeah.
So many things. And it comes off your album called
I Feel Ya.
I Feel Ya.
Shameless
Beautiful
plug.
album. Most certainly. I do encourage you all. Now, many of our artists that you've seen this evening are on this side of the pond, but Mr. James is in fact on the other side of the pond. So thank you very much for coming in at this time.
My
So
pleasure.
you're about 2-3 o'clock where you are now, I believe.
Yeah, 3:29. Yeah. PM, but
Thank
it's
you very
fine.
much.
Daytime. It's daytime. It's cool. Yeah.
Now, nonetheless, as much as we can talk about things that have been happening there and things that have been happening here, there's still that connectivity, obviously, with media. And do you find that it's helped to feel inclusive or otherwise what's happening? Because I know you've been doing many other things in terms of your music, so it's not a case of them and us. Do you feel connected through your music and the work that you've been doing?
When you say connected to,
Well, through this media, I understand that you've been doing other shows and you've been
yeah,
able to, yeah.
it's a bit of a change. Most definitely, because I am used to connecting to an audience and playing to a live audience who gives you a certain type of energy. And I'm sure as poets and other artists, you miss that energy. When you don't have it, it kind of changes just a little bit, tweaks how you do what you do. But I'm actually getting used to this media a lot more. And I want the old times back. I do. I want to be in front of an audience, but at the same time, it's an adjustment, but it's one that I think a lot more of us need to actually embrace, because I don't think this whole pandemic thing is going away anytime soon. So it's something that I've learned to embrace.
And we're saying that embracing, especially as a musician, getting that not so much instant gratification, but it is that vibration, and that's really what I want to talk about. That vibration which comes about with live music. It comes about with instruments. It comes about with sound, as much as we hear the voice, but with the vibration and the soul of an instrument such as yours that you're using. It's undisputed.
It definitely does make a difference. Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, having a live drummer, live bass player, keyboards, guitar, percussion, all that behind you, driving what's going on and driving what's happening, the energy that you share as a band, along with the energy from the audience, is something special that you can't really duplicate online. It's kind of hard to do right now. They don't have the technology yet. Maybe they will soon, but right now it's not there. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. I want to thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you on this side, and I do hope that the next album and so forth, and the one after that, is just absolutely.
I just want to say all the poets that I've heard so far have been amazing. Thank you all for your gift, and maybe one day I'll be able to come over there and share my gift with you all, and likewise. So
very soon.
Looking forward to
soon. Thank you very much, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, love to you and yours. Now, everyone, let's have a great big round of applause for all of our artists. We've just heard the fantastic Ron James, a musician, playing one of his many saxophones, and with that said, let's quickly go over our thank yous. We've had our thank yous, more importantly, to our great engineer that's there, Miss Rin, as I'm going to call her right now. She's been keeping everybody in order. And also our Upper Norwood Library Hub, who's joining us. We're also live with many other, and I haven't got all their names to be honest. I want to say thank you to those that have been live streaming. Thank you to Mr. Johnson in concern to, I affectionately call him something else. This is Gida Live with Poets and Monologues, the team bringing you ICU UC Me. We're going to have another show in about a month's time. Yes, that's our plan. This is the first one, and with no apology, it is as it is. And more importantly, I want to thank you for being a part of that. You can see the things that we're up against, but we're up against nothing other than just going through it and making it happen. And that's what we've done there. I know many poets will be getting in contact with us. And if you feel that you'd like to be a part of that, leave us a note, get in contact, and we shall contact you back. That's a fact, because some of those poets you've seen today on our show, most certainly. It's a great big thank you going out to Nick. Thank you very much, Nick, for all your support there. It's a great big thank you to Terrell, the poet, Zawadi Seas. Thank you very much there. Eddie Capone, Sunrise. And then we've got Ingrid Dover Vidal. Thank you very much, Ingrid. Lovely contributing there in consent to all our fathers. Big up Reality Joe. That's right. It's how we treat our fathers, how we treat the fathers of our children. Uncle Errol, never forgotten. You know I love you, but it's only one piece this time, and I'll take the beatings later. Okay, so with that, Leslie Ebony, may you know, Ron James, thank you, on saxophone, just the state. But it's not a state we're in. We're going to make it happen. You know, we can make it happen. We can make our choices as they are there for us. Beanie Man, Brian, Just a Man, America, Thierry Caldwell, I Can't Breathe. Now that says it all in consent to where we've come from and where we're going. Eshe, thank you very much, Eshe, for your lovely MLK. Now, I can't even just hype. Okay, just stop, just carry on. Okay, Lisa Law, thank you very much, Lisa. There you are. And we've got Without a Duty. Now, if you can stand up where you are and you can do this, let me show you how it's going to go. It goes like this. I've been doing that all day because we have an exclusive, and all I can do is this because I'm part of the team. That's right. So, as this is being set up, and let me just get this together. Okay, calm down. That's right. Get it together. All right, it's in the right place. You can hear me, and I can see you. No, you can't hear me. Okay, what you saying? Okay, there we go. Am I ready? The thumbs up. Thank you very much. Smile. Right. So, we've heard of MLK, and we've heard of CBS. We've heard of WR. Get it right. We don't want to make any mistakes there. WGW. Now, this one is a little bit different. In fact, it's not different. It's an exclusive. It comes out tomorrow. So I encourage you to go look for it, go find it. I know people are going to be like, did you see it? Did you hear it? And that's what your mission is to do, to let people know. I'm introducing to you a lady. And when I spoke to the person, I said, how can I describe? Give me some words. What do I say? So this is what we came up with. We came up with driven, confident, and I said gold on the move. That's what it is. It's just gold on the move. So with that said, yeah, I see you smiling there. So I think let's play the track. Let's go straight with it. It's called FBI. FBI. Listen, hear it. Exclusive right here on ICU UC Me July.
We have just been informed of an uprising bound to terrorize the nation. Movements have been sighted in London, England, and word has it that she's about to move globally. African female goes by the name of Nefertiti. She's said to be lyrically armed and dangerous and a part of the FBI.
Who be the baddest? Who be the greatest? Who be the undisputed insanest? Captivating crowds, mic lyricist, creator, devastator, here to savor the flavor, rhyme constructor, lyrical concoctor, born a rebel, black people to another level, jack and swivel, rock the bells, fuck the devil, free speech, I come to teach, and yet I reach, roofing out of street life is where I'm at, talking positive and yo, cutting out the crap, because that's whack, people had enough of all that cat, and I believe, to be true to the game, that's to be true to your name, anything else is but a shame, yeah, hypocrisy be on the rise, we be selling skills, cause we see million dollar signs. Surprise, surprise, here today, gone tomorrow. Whack MCs deserve no sorrow, no tears lost. Unlike the Black Holocaust, I'm vexed crossed about it never happened. What you talking about? Listen my news. All we ever hear about is Hitler and the Jews. What about me? You want blood, what about us? I'm sick of all the hush and don't cause a fuss. It's say or die, it's say or die. I come to represent true FBI's, yeah. FBI, FBI. Female black intelligence on the rise. 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 I'm climbing mountains, sailing rivers, capsizing, abseiling, stunts, crazy bungee jumps. People all over the world can focus very closely on me, Nefertiri. By all means necessary, I'll be changing points of views, bringing forth the news, so believe you can't lose, so don't repel. My lyrics, they be waiting to excel. I cough, believe me as I set it off, you know the deal. Yeah, in my vocal cords, my vocal explanation as I pause. Back strong on black mic over attack to FBI, yeah. That is where I'm at, mind focusing, not overloading. Controlling words like a dictionary I was holding. Thesaurus, yeah, but never paid attention to the I. The true FBI, yeah. FBI, FBI. Female black intelligence on the rise. 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 Make room, make space, here I come. Black warrior queen, lyrical tongue. I bring facts and make pseudo homo sapiens run. Licking speed like the bullets from a gunfire. True star, lyrical messiah. The way I fan lyrical flames, I cause fire. Travel all around the world, I got flavor, but I ain't no Spice Girl. I got skills and vibes, though. FBI rising, rising all the time, and yeah, I'm vibing. Lyrically inspiring. Now you can send the MI5, the CIA, the men in black to hold me back, but I'll be back. Back to cause ruckus, opening minds, opening doors, opening eyes. Back to cause ruckus, opening minds, opening doors, opening eyes. Yeah. FBI, FBI. Female black intelligence on the rise. 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 Yeah.
On the rise, on the rise. Get it now? Black intelligence on the rise. Hoo-yah, 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 hoo-yah. Black intelligence. Female, that's me. Black intelligence on the rise. Female, black intelligence. Okay, not that I don't know, but anyway. I just love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you see how the little girl is as well? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Neffy. But you see how the little girl is and everybody, I mean, that's the family thing there, but big secret. With everything else that I'm seeing there, I'm like, come on now, black intelligence on the rise. You know how we used to get those grooves that everybody knows, all those dances that everybody knows. You're going to be going around and seeing people go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now I'm organizing my microphone because, you know, I've got it like that. Neftari.
Yes.
Lyrical warrior. I know that piece is out when? Like tomorrow, right? Today?
Yep, it's going to be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Wow, first scene here. I see you, you see me. Thank you very much. Exclusive. Wow. And it's not just that, it's just what it brings about. And you finally got it on video. And
Yeah.
I know that's been a process in the making, not just a few years, and that doesn't matter. You know what I've realized, everything in its time. Is that how you're feeling about this piece?
Yeah, I'm loving that it's got to this stage, because rightly said, it was done, I think roughly about 20 years ago. I wrote the lyrics to that tune, or when the Spice Girls was out. So it tells you how long ago. That's how long
Yeah,
ago
no,
I
those
wrote the
ones.
lyrics to it. And I stopped performing for a long time, and then a few years ago I came out, I bust it, and people was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I thought, "What am I going to do with this?" You know. And I was trying to find someone to create a video for me, because I didn't know how to do that kind of stuff. I just know how to write lyrics and rap.
Yeah.
And during this lockdown, I learned a new skill, and that was video production. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make the video myself with the help of my family. And there you have it.
Fantastic, fantastic. You know, and I hope that, not I hope, it will do, because we put power in the words that we put out there. And, you know,
Yeah.
many people are going to hear it. It's going to be shared. And on the rise means worldwide. So, hoo-yah,
Yeah.
hoo-yah, hoo-yah, on the rise. That's all I've been saying. This, I want to thank so many of the artists from the point of view I've been, every so often I'm going on going, sunrise. And then you hear me doing a little bit of something else over here, a little bit of something else over there. So thank you very much, one, for allowing us to partake in sharing that with everybody, you know, and just where it goes to, because we're on a platform now that so many people are going to hear. So many people hopefully will be able to see certain things which they wouldn't have heard previously before on this, in this perspective. I believe that everyone's an artist in their own right, and I believe that everyone's a poet within themselves. So we're ending the show on this platform, and female black intelligence on the rise, and the kings within us, and everyone else that is there. I want to thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, Miss Rin. Thank you so much, all our artists again, and thank you very much to all those who are joining us on stream. And we'll see you. It's going to be August, to be confirmed, the 23rd. So that's a Sunday. It's going to be a little bit different to today, but more importantly, we're going to be there. And I hope you see us being there. I see you, you see me. Poets and Monologues with Gida Live present to you today. I see you, you see me. Back again. My name is Gida.